Hey everyone, it's Kent Jackson from Uniques and Antiques, and I'm going to do the walkthrough for our April 9th, 10th, and 11th Mid-Century Modern Design Auction and Garden Items with Sculpture, starting at 10 a.m. on each day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, April 9th, 10th, and 11th, 2024, are a total of 2,000 lots of mid-century artwork, furniture, lamps, glassware, garden items, sculpture, etc. So we start, the bidding is available on our website, uniquesandantiques.com. It's also available on Live Auctioneers and invaluable.com. Preview for this auction is on April 8th from 10 to 6. So you can come by and walk up and down the aisles just like I'm going to do now and see the items in person. But then bidding happens only on the bidding platforms, not in person. So I'm going to do a walk through the whole building. To my right here is what's in the beginning of day one, April 9th, 2024. We do about 600 or 700 lots per day. And at 50 lots an hour, that's a full 12-hour auction for each day. So we're going to be selling from 10 in the morning until 10 p.m. on all of the auction days that we have on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. As usual, I'm doing the quick walkthrough of the entire auction so you can see what there is. And then I'll do a little bit closer inspection up and down the aisles so you can see what there are. There's some great items from over 100 different consigners, a great estate that we did in the Beaumont estate in the main line with some great artwork and great quality mid-century furniture. We have a lot of the paperwork and catalogs from when they purchased the items in the 60s and 70s and early 80s. All right, so you've seen about all of day one. Day two starts over here at about lot 700. Great lamps, artwork, furnishings, glassware, craft items, plastic furniture. There's nice Italian glass. And then we go out into the lobby out here. Amazing set of 6 Pace chairs. You never see them this clean and this nice. Lots of good artwork in day two. Also good sculpture. Tomato, Val Bertoia, Dennis Sackelson. Oh, by the way, there's a de Kooning. Day two. Klaus Oldenburg. There's another piece back here. Here's a Val Bertoia gong with the clapper. Another D'Amato. Look at this amazing Millefiori. Don't want to spend too much time looking at these items one at a time. All right, so, Sam Francis is also in day two. Amen, up at the top there. Plattner, Kagan, Eames, Jansen style, Kamer, Mazega, you name it all the way through. Okay, now we're into the end of day two. Now we're into day three, starts at lot 1400. In day three, there is an entire section of garden items. I'll insert a video of the garden items a little bit later. Lot 1400 starts over here. This is day two, the beginning of, day three, the beginning of day three. You have good Danish, you have rosewood, Egyptian, traditional, Gerald de Giusto, Bustamante style, Siger. All these Navajo carpets will be in a future auction. But this is all the beginning of lot day three. We have good Italian furniture, good Italian lighting, sconces, Paul McCobb, Durland, Lots of great items. All right, let me back up. I'll continue forward. Continue forward and show off here, and then we'll just do the auction kind of in order of sale. Starting at lot number 1, we'll go through day 1, looking at a lot of the items up close. By the way, one of the days, I think it's day 2, make that day 3, ends with all these shelf lots. You got radio lots, you have pottery, porcelain, glassware, all ephemera, a lot of good mid-century stuff. Oh, a little sneak peek right here. Upcoming in a future auction, look at this huge collection of pocket watches. Not in the April auctions. Let me continue along to the very first item in the auction on April 9th, 2024. This is the first item in day 2, lot 700. But day 1 starts over here. Nice Milo Bowman chairs. Good artisan furniture. Look at that great lamp right there with the kind of bulbous base. Nesting tables. The 3-piecer right there, they go together as a cube, lot number 20. Continue on, looks like a Dunbar table. Very cool little charger right here. And this is the thing about setting up 2,000 items. Everywhere you turn, there's something squirreled into somewhere else. Look at this, you got this here. And then a little bit further back, a set of these great plates. Camera obscura. Continuing on, Eames chairs. Fitz Hansen. Look at that nice Peter Havitt table, unsigned, but it definitely looks like Peter Havitt to me. There's a Peter Havitt sofa in the back here. There's another Peter Havitt that's outside in trailers if you're looking for a one that needs a little bit more restoration. Look at this great lot 53 on the chest of drawers. One thing you can't really notice in the pictures is the very nice dovetailing across the top. It's got the mark inside, John Stewart. Very nice. Look at the quality of the interiors of these drawers. All individually separated. Nice little rosewood cabinet in the back there. There's a rosewood credenza that matches it. In the back here, there's a nice pair of these lamps. Oh, these are lot 1290. We're slightly out of order. Those lamps right there, they light up beautifully. We have them lit up in our pictures. You should check our website, Uniques and Antiques, for 10, 15, 20 pictures of each one of these items. All right, let me back up and turn around. Sometimes not the easiest thing to do in these aisles. Look at this great Pavo Tinel style snowflake chandelier. Amazing. We have it all lit up in the pictures. As you can see, it's all brass with the pierced. It's got the mesh snowflakes. There's 55 of them. There's 11 twos and 11 threes all the way around, 22 spires. All right, let's go back this way. We're up to about lot 290. In this room right here, we kind of have it stacked up, but you have everything from nice Knoll office chairs to Rob Sean Gibbings to sets of Mel Smillo. In the back here, you have the Seska chairs, Milo Bauman dining chairs. You have a big selection of these Z chairs right here. They're flipped on top of each other. There are 8 of them. We back up this way. There's a great set of 12 chairs in day 3. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're about to lot, well, that's lot 400, but this is where 200 continues. Look at the Lovig desk. You have the nice little bentwood leg table. Nice German pottery. Wall hangers, colorful Memphis mannequins. You have the contemporary design line kind of Laurel style lamps. Always a good seller. Here's a Joe Seltzer. Here it is. It's one of his kinetic sculptures. Gives a little bit of a shake to it. All right, look at the good credenzas down here. You have a nice one down there on the bottom. You have a sliding door teak one, a rosewood one on top. In the back you have some shelves. We continue down this aisle. You have some good deco people. These people are good, 4 feet tall. When I first saw them, I thought they were some kind of like composition material, but these are solid cast bronze. Very nice. Look at the face on that one. Look at the face on her. Very nice. They, I think, were supposed to have globes on them, but we don't have the globes. Very nice. Moving on down. We continue this direction. Down this aisle. Look at that great hooded chair, French chair. The Corbusier style lounge chair. There's the Charlotte Perrin style stools that always do pretty well. It's a nice pair of, nice desk right here. Continue on. It's one of those Jmar chairs. It's lot 179. Down this aisle, you have the Warren MacArthur chairs. You see it right there, yeah. Set of those, always desirable. We're about finishing up day one. At about lot 700, we'll be done this day, 660, I think. The great chandeliers. A nice chair with the upholstery, Herman Miller. The rare upholstery. Look at that nice little corner cabinet right there. Teak. Now you want to inspect the items. Take a look. I'm sure we took a picture of that. It's got a little ding out of this corner of it. Not that big of a deal. You can cover that up. But everything at auction, as you know, as you should know, are sold as is. So don't expect everything to be perfect. As a matter of fact, if you expect everything to be broken, and then when you buy it and it's not broken, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. If you expect everything to be perfect, I guarantee you're going to be disappointed, because everything is not perfect. This is all used stuff. This is all items that someone else used before you. They did not keep it perfect. But the upside is you're not having to pay what it costs to buy a new one, and we're also not having to spend the resources environmentally to build a new one. Think of all the landfill space we save by selling these used items, and also how much it would cost environmentally to remake it. Lots of money. Lots of CO2 not being produced because you're buying used. It's always the smart thing to do. All the furniture in my house is used. All right, let's go. Lot number 700 starts day 2. So that's around over here. Let me back up a little bit. 700 are these pair of early Knoll Barcelona chairs by Mies van der Rohe. Take a look at them. Amazing. Let me bring up the ottoman here so we can see what the upholstery looks like. It's pretty nice. A little bit of stains on that one. It's also got this, you see the kind of foam rubber starting to turn, so you're probably going to want to have these redone. The cushions are pretty soft here. This one, hard as a rock. This one, hard as a rock. This one, soft. So you definitely want to replace the foam in that. You could probably restore the leather. Let's look at what this side looks like. This side probably needs to be redone. But still, a nice early pair of Knoll Mies van der Rohe Barcelona chairs. Look at this great table below it. Not too hard to handle, but it is a solid piece of travertine. It's not quite this thick all the way through. It's like a lip, but it has a base on it that's kind of like a large pedestal. Look at these right here. Kind of like the lucite and travertine tables. Huge scale on them. Very nice. You could probably even use one of them as a coffee table. Over this direction, look at this amazing kind of rouge marble Herman Miller style table. I'm pretty sure it's not marked. This is Willie Gould style. It's one of the newer kind of remakes. I think even new, I think they're $1,200. So the loop chair. Here we are, back up. Travertine, tessellated, turtles, all the way down. Let me walk over this direction. We can see the rest of the 700s. Then we get into a little bit of spirits. You have some great plates here by, who are these by? These are Dom. Yeah, I can't remember the name. Helen McCandless, I think. These are amazing. I've always liked these since I got into the antique business like 40 years ago. These Goldscheider ladies. Let's take a look at her a little bit out here in the light. She's got the kind of butterfly cape. She's got the deco stylings. Look at the hairdo. Come all the way around to the bottom so you can see it's Goldscheider, made in Austria. Pretty nice shape. I don't see any repairs or damage on it. Put it down and keep it that way. Here's another one with the kind of the Afghan dog. There's her face. I'll show you the back. Very nice. Goldscheider on the bottom. Pierre Fornasetti. Looks like some Danish sterling. Oh, look at these back here. These are by Tim Ray Fisher on the op art. Don't want to stare at it too long. At least not standing up, you might get dizzy. Very cool, the black and white, and this one kind of like the bulging checkerboard. Well, getting nauseous just looking at it. All right, now we're over here into the high 700s. Great little impressionist painting here. There's another pair of vases, lot number 784. Look at that wall sconce. Speaking of that, there's some great lighting in the auction. There's a Weinberg, a large size one. It's a very nice blue one right here, signed Saki, I think it says, 1955. Look at these great Murano lamps. These right here are signed Carl Springer on the sconces. Signed Carl Springer in etching right there on the bottom. Both of them had the signatures. Look at this great Italian art glass here. Here's a piece right here, signed Vanini. Look at that. The Vanini label on the bottom. Fulvio Bianchini. This one is amazing. You really have to see this one in person. You can't even pick it up with one hand. It's so heavy. It's amazing. Oh. I really can't pick it up. I'm afraid I'd drop it and break everything. All right, look at this great mosaic table. These are all by Josh Stone, including this super large 12-pound one on the kind of art glass planet. Back up, you got good coffee tables. That's some nice Mastercraft cabinet back here. Shelves are all for sale. That's how we do it. We get the shelves in, then we fill it up with merchandise, then we sell it and get some more in for next time. Fontana art in here. Look at this nice Craftsman cabinet. Coming around here. There's still a lot of great stuff to come up. There's Bernard Rohn. So hopefully you're hanging with me. All right, we're Lubbock desk. Back it up this way. This is all beginning of second day, 1400s. 1400s on the artwork. This is all the beginning of the second day. All right, now we're over here into lot about 1,000. Look at these amazing chairs by Pace, all leather. We have the original receipts for when they were purchased in the 1970s. We have the original catalog page, and we're going to give that to the buyer. I'll insert here where the receipts are. That table on the bottom is Harvey Prober. Again, we have the receipt and the catalog page for that. This all came out of a house that we did of an estate of a prominent Penn professor and dentist at Beaumont Estate in Bryn Mawr. Out of that same estate came this Willem de Kooning. And if you haven't watched it, watch Collector Thief Collector, it's called. I'll put a little link to the trailer. It's an amazing story about the de Kooning. It was stolen out west in the 80s, and it was just found recently.
Many thought a $160 million masterpiece was gone forever until it turned up in Silver City.
100,000?
160 million.
Yeah. Well, my personal opinion, I wouldn't give you $5 for it.
2019 or so. All right, Val Bertoia over here. Look at these great sculptures. This is all the middle of day 2. You have sculptures, abstract, nudes, busts, faces, rocks, squares. Then we come out here. Amazing sculpture hanging from the ceiling here is the Val Bertoia gong. Comes with that clapper. You also have the Klaus Oldenburg broken button. This one also right here is Klaus Oldenburg, CO. 12 out of 50, also from the estate in Bryn Mawr. This is some Russian suprematist. Also, the Rauschenberg from the house in Bryn Mawr. Some great art in this house. This also came from the Bryn Mawr place, is the Millefiori lady, kind of like a boudoir can-can dancer type lady. With this and lit up. This is beautiful with the multicolor globe. Arcasante bells, travertine tables, lots of great pedestals and statues on those pedestals. Come around this way. More lot number 1239 is that great frame right here on the mirror. It's good. Couple Joe Seltzer sculptures right here. It's always good to see these in the video so you can tell what the scale is, because some of his stuff is littler, some of it's bigger. This is kind of medium size, perfect for on top of a dresser. And we come over this direction, Alexander Calder. This is a great kind of brutalist sculpture right here. Another sculpture. We saved sculptures for a couple auctions and we put them all in this auction. Hopefully it brings out the sculpture aficionados. All right, coming along here, more items from the Bryn Mawr estate. This is Sam Francis, signed and numbered litho on this like lucite frame. It's like thick. Someone asked if it has a blind stamp. I couldn't find one. I mean, maybe if you look at it real quickly, you can see it, but I could not find one. This etching over here, also out of the house in Bryn Mawr, the estate of the prominent dentist, Mr. Trachtenberg, is Pierre Elichinsky. This one's also signed 69 out of 75, and there's his signature. It's a very good, kind of perfect modern print. Warren Plattner. We had the original receipt for this out of the house in Bryn Mawr, the Beaumont estate. Below that, Vladimir Kagan. Amazing desk. For this, the lines on it. Let me open this up real quick. There you go. You got the Vladimir Kagan Designs, New York. handmade in the workshop of. Amazing, like light mahogany desk. I'm gonna walk around the back of it here so you can see what it looks like from back there, but you could have looked at the pictures in the catalog. Super nice. We have the top protected so nothing hurts it. All right, let's come down here and do chandelier row. You have some great Italian chandeliers, some Kamer glass chandeliers, and around this direction you have good, like super large ones. There's some even bigger than these that we couldn't hang up that we have out in storage. All right, let me back up. We're still not finished day 2 yet. We're at about lot 1200. 1296, so the Gerald de Guistos. 1285, the back here. C. Jer, Mark Creates. Look at these nice, heavy duty sculptures. These are heavy. Again, I can't lift this up with one hand. Very heavy. That one, I could probably tip it over. This one, nice little vintage brass one. It's not easy to come up with these interesting kind of biomorphic, brutalist sculptures. Look at this. Oh, this is why you watch the video. I've literally been here, but I always thought this mirror was like 4 times this size. Look at that. It's only about the size of my hand. Should watch the video to look at this great table here with the horse on it. Nice glass console table. All right, and that brings us about to the end of day 2. Oh, also you have this collection of books here. I want to talk about this for a second. There was a bidder in the previous auction who bought 4 lots of books, including one for $2,500, and then never paid. As a matter of fact, their credit card was run on Live Auctioneers, and then they did a chargeback, which is not the best situation. But here's the expensive lot of books. It was back here and has all the Jasper Johns and de Kooning books and the Picasso and tons of other names you recognize. Let me go over here. All these books are in the same lot number 1232C. De Kooning, Calder, Anischwitz, Paul Klee, Jasper Johns, Maplethorpe, more Jasper Johns. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 Jasper Johns. George O'Keeffe, Pablo Picasso. There are so many, you can't even talk about how many. There's more George O'Keeffe. Oh, no. Day number 3 starts over here with more from the Beaumont estate in Bryn Mawr. These Artefort chairs, which we have the original receipts for and the original catalog pages, which we'll give you with when you buy them. Awesome space age chairs. You do have a little ding on the corner here. Easy enough to touch up. But in general, the leather is in great shape. It's smooth and supple. Be back this way. This was on the wall at the house there. Very nice wall shelf, kind of like, definitely like Japanese type construction. It's actually very heavy for its size. Kind of has like a Nakashima look to it, but a smaller scale. It's not signed anything. I'm gonna open up the drawer so you can see inside what that looks like. Quality. But no signatures. No signature in there. I didn't even look in there. Very nice. No signature on the bottom. All right, let me back up this way. Here's the into the 1400s. We go. And continuing on with day 3, lot 1400s, you have some great kind of woodworker chairs. And look at this very nice kind of lacquer 70s credenza. And there's some buyers in New York who would love that. Look at this nice large credenza right here, and it has metal legs on it. Very nice. And these doors slide. That. Great, like these look like Nelson. And the nightstands. Moving on down, Paul McCobb. Look at this great little teak dresser. Continue on. This is the set of 12 chairs I was speaking about earlier. There are 12 of these. Here they are, 2 armchairs and 10 side chairs, all rosewood, great upholstery. I looked closely at these. If they're not leather, they really, really look like leather. As a matter of fact, this one right here on the bottom, you can kind of see where it comes up. It really feels like leather. It's all uneven and kind of bumpy, not like vinyl. So these chairs are probably upholstered in leather. Come and view them in person on the 8th, to be sure. Great little table underneath it right there. All right, let me continue on. Nice little marquetry inlaid cabinet. Antiques will come back, won't they? Look at these great little Jansen faux bamboo chairs. Look at this table below it, all kind of pottery tiles and like a rosewood base. Great little day beds. Look at this Egyptian chair. Super ornate and interesting. I'm sure it's not old. At least not Egyptian old. Lot 1501. All right, then we continue on. This is all day 2. And we're continuing on with day 3. Furniture, lamps, kind of a lot of the same. The auction is very well spaced as far as quality. Has a lot of similar quality in all 3 days. And at this point, we're going to go outside and take a look at the garden items. I think it's raining, but that's okay. So the garden items, everything from stone to salterini to woodard to cast iron to carved Buddhas, cement planters, bird baths. Look at these amazing. These are kind of like some kind of composition material. Kind of like planters with clothes on. We continue out this way. And brown Jordan in the back there. Salterini. We have a nice little rowboat. Look at the size of these kind of pottery planters. Continue back this way. Hopefully the weather's nicer next week. Look at this great Salterini trolley. Look at these super large benches. This one is got to be almost 20 feet long, maybe 12 feet I should say. That one might be about 8 feet long. Back up so you can see the planters. You got the saddle stone. You have the great little cherubs. Look at this face planter. Get a good idea of the size of this one. Some of them are smaller. This one's a big one. Coming down here, more planters. These are sold in pairs. You have a pair like that, and then 1 and 2. Nice little like U-shaped table base. Now a lot of these planters, almost all of them have like a crack in them, but they're not falling apart, and that's okay. They're going to be outside. Look at the size of that big schnauzer right there. It's a good almost 5 feet tall up to the top of his ears. Sturdy for outside. That's part of the Uniques and Antiques collection. I don't think we're selling that. Come along this way. Look at this gargoyle right here. You think, oh, that's plastic. No, cast iron. The wings unbolt, but it is solid as anything. It is so amazing. Perfect for your garden or your evil lair. Look at these great benches. These are also very interesting. They're solid cement. Watch this. Ugh. They aren't those fiberglass plastic ones with the holes in the bottom. These are like, they probably weigh 200 pounds. And this one's even bigger. Amazing. Let me back up so you can see. I really am kicking it. It hurts. Look at the size of that dog. Another little doggy right here. Little schnauzer. Schnauzer with a rebar tail. All right, backing up. This is very cool. It's the kind of mesh glider with a kind of a, it has the kind of the malleable mesh cushions. More Saltarini. Again, brown Jordan in the back. Lots of great items for your garden. Look at that nice little basket weave pattern back there on the Saltarini table and chairs. This chair right here, nice kind of plastic outdoor chair. Nice large sculptures and planters. Look at this kind of parts cabinet right here for your industrial bookcase, bookshelf. All right, so this is about it for outside. I'll kind of walk away from it. Go this way. I'll go back inside. So spring is definitely sprung here at the auction. Hopefully we can see you at the preview on April 8th or during pickup after the auction on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Remember to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and go to our email list. Our auctions are about every 2 months, and we hope to see you at the auction. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.